Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hi, my name is Matt, this is Haarute Live. We're doing a special one today, hence the hat. But yeah, we're not watching a regular modern Doctor Who episode, we're watching a classic Doctor Who episode, or episodes in plural, because we're gonna be watching 6 episodes today. That's like 2 hours and a half. So this is gonna be a rough one. Hopefully the battery life will be enough, but I'm not sure if it will be. I'm not sure if my hard drive is gonna handle the amount of mic recording, but I think it will. The main problem is the camera. So I think that we need to go. We need to go as quickly as we can. So hi, we're watching Genesis of the Daleks. You already know because of the title. Hat should have been a giveaway. Sorry, this is all I had. I didn't have a colorful scarf or a red coat, but I did have the hat. So yeah, we're watching Genesis of the Daleks. Fourth Doctor. I never watched this serial. I have watched a number of classic Doctor Who episodes in the past. It's been a while since I watched any of them, but I have watched classic Doctor Who to some degree. You know, not all of it because that's like 26 years. It's 26 seasons of Doctor Who, and I'm like, you know what? I don't have that kind of time, you know? But I have watched a number of classic Doctor Who episodes, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into. And yeah, like, it's not. It is very different from modern Doctor Who, but in a way, not really. You know, it's still the same show. The dynamic is kind of still the same. But the reason why we're watching Genesis of the Daleks, I'm trying to go quickly because of the battery life, is that the last episode I watched was Magician's Apprentice, which is the premiere episode for Series 9 of modern Doctor Who with Peter Capaldi. And that episode had a lot of nods to classic Doctor Who, and in particular Genesis. And I've heard of Genesis many times. I know that Genesis is like one of the best episode of Doctor Who ever, and I always thought I'm gonna get around to watch it at some point. And I just kept putting it off, and then I watched Magician's Apprentice. And if you go and watch the reaction to Magician's Apprentice, my immediate thought was, "Fuck! I should have watched Genesis before this." Nobody told me, so I'm fine. Like, there's no one to blame. But like, yeah, I need to do that. So after Magician's Apprentice, I thought I'm just gonna go and watch Genesis afterwards. It's been like a week since Magician's Apprentice for me. But I felt like I needed to do this before moving on with the season. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. There are dogs barking outside. Hopefully they won't be doing that for the remaining 3 hours or whatever. Fuck this hat. I don't want hat hair. Classic Doctor Who, Genesis of the Daleks, 1975. Season 12, Serial 4. Alright, sure. Let's go. Genesis of the Daleks, starting now.
Be careful not to lose it. That time ring is your lifeline. Good luck, Doctor.
So a lot of the things that we're seeing here right now is like, if I had to watch Genesis, I would have been immediately able to tell, alright, the planet we're in right now during Magician's Apprentice would have been a Scarrow. Immediately I would have been able to tell it's Scarrow, and I would have been able to tell, alright, there's some Dalek shit going on right now. Because there's some immediate parallels between the way Genesis starts and the way Magician's Apprentice starts.
War of attrition, eh? Only backwards. At this rate, they're going to finish up with bows and arrows.
Well, it would explain the mixture of equipment.
That did happen! That did happen in Magician's Apprentice! Oh my god.
This one's alive! Get him inside!
If you've a friend up there, they won't last much longer.
What do you mean?
Night's coming on. The mutos start moving at night.
Did that one shoot? Like, did the one to the left shoot at any point? Because it looked like he tried to shoot and it didn't go, and he looked at his gun like, what? Dude, the Fourth Doctor should always be tripping on his scarf. It's so long. It's so long. Sarah?
So either he is wrong or you are lying,
We are not lying.
and Davros is never wrong about anything.
Really must be exceptional. Even I am occasionally wrong about some things. Who is this Davros?
Our greatest scientist. He's in charge of all research at the bunker.
They could be mutos, Nida.
Here we go.
Intelligent
We must keep the Khaled race pure. Imperfects are rejected.
Like, this full length might be a little bit boring. Because there's not a lot I can say. I'm just sitting here watching Doctor Who having a great time. Really. But like, classic Doctor Who, not a lot happens in it, really. Well, this is the first part of the serial, right? So the first part, probably not a lot happens. The third one is when shit goes down. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck, Sarah, how did you stumble onto our boy Davros here? Why is Davros just living in a cave?
The weaponry is perfect. Now we can begin.
I kind of don't want to skip these because I really like the Doctor Who theme and I really like the classic versions of it. I was gonna say, like, Davros is just like a puppet right now. Like the entire body is just a stiff like puppet, except for the arm and the head because it needs to talk.
Any chance of a cup of tea? What? Or coffee, my friend?
What?
That bracelet could have no possible use as a weapon.
It remains with the other confiscated items.
There's no reason why this one shouldn't work. Why, it's almost a norm. Come on, get up. Up. Kill it off, it's too slow.
No, it's all right. I'll help her.
Then move, and move quietly. There are Khaled patrols out tonight.
Do you have any inkling of the theory of space dimension correlated to relative time?
Davros wishes all members of the elite scientific corps to assemble in the main laboratory immediately.
Alright, there we go.
Dalek. A primitive but undeniably a Dalek.
You're mistaken. It's a Mark III travel machine.
You say so.
I like that they don't even explain what the fuck the plunger does. The stupid ass plunger. Why would they?
Where are we?
We're inside the Thal dome. We should be lucky to be alive. The Thals normally kill on sight.
Then why the change? Why bring us here?
Perhaps they need slave workers for some project.
The nose cone of the rocket is being packed with dystronic explosive. We have to put it in position.
So?
To reduce weight, they're using no protective shielding. Every load we carry exposes us to dystronic toxemia. After a few hours exposure, we'll all be dead.
So radiation.
Think of
This reminds me of Back to the Future.
But you did save me from becoming the very first victim of a Dalek. Thank you.
Yes, now you used that word earlier. It had never been heard before. And yet only an hour ago, Davros announced that henceforth his Mark III travel machine would be referred to as a Dalek.
You see, we've come here at this time because of future concern about the development of the Dalek.
Yeah,
I
time
think
travel.
you're concerned too, aren't you?
This is gonna be an ally, and he's probably gonna get himself killed.
Yes, I am. To establish our final mutational form. He took living cells, treated them with chemicals, and produced the ultimate creature. Now this is what the Khaleds will become.
We've got to get out of here.
Are you gonna shoot at the rocket? Are you gonna shoot at the rocket? This is the one place you shouldn't shoot in. This is the missile silo. That rocket is fucking loaded with radioactive energy. Alright, it's an ending. Dude, like, that final shot lets you see that they weren't even like a meter off the floor. They were just like pretending to. But like, that's fine. That's what acting is, right?
You're going back to work. A day or so, you'll wish I had let you drop.
A Dalek. It is a word new to you. But for 1,000 generations, it is a name that will bring fear and terror. Now, undoubtedly, Davros has one of the finest scientific minds in existence. But he has a fanatical desire to perpetuate himself in his machine. He works without conscience, without soul, without pity. And his machines are equally devoid of these qualities.
It has also been agreed that pending the investigation, Davros's experiments will be suspended.
It is less than I'd hoped for.
And I promise you, Doctor, if your allegations are borne out, all work at the bunker will be closed down.
They're gonna kill all of you. Like, only the 3 of you went there? I guess then later it's gonna be a matter of like, well, the government knows you're full of shit. But then, fuck it. Like, I created the Daleks. What are you gonna do about that?
What's Davros doing here in the Thal City?
And I am no longer influenced by words such as patriotism and nationalism. My concern is only for putting an end to this carnage that has virtually destroyed both our races.
Why aren't you telling this to your own government and people?
I have tried, time and again I have tried, but now they will be satisfied with nothing other than total annihilation of the Thal people.
Then they deserve to perish. And perish they will when we launch our rocket. It's primed and ready. The countdown for firing can begin immediately.
Davros is revolving also loading this shit.
Penetrated. Your great rocket will hardly scratch it.
It is a simple chemical formula. If the substance is loaded into artillery shells and fired onto the surface of the car-led dome, it will weaken the molecular structure and make it brittle. Your rocket will then be able to penetrate without resistance.
Why are you giving us this information?
We want only to see the conflict brought to an end. This formula gives you the power to bring that about.
By dawn tomorrow, our world could be at peace.
He's just gonna nuke his side of the planet. Like, he's revolving also loading the shit out of this. Playing double sides. He's like, I don't care. Like, they're either gonna find me out and cancel my creations, or I'm just gonna fucking play the other side.
Can you help me? I'm a spy.
That's really good. That's really fucking good. I do love Tom Baker's like shitty smile. Like it. That was the shittiest action scene that I've ever seen in my life.
Try to sabotage it, or at least delay it. Off you go.
Okay, he just hit the power button. And now he's getting electrocuted while climbing the rocket? Why does the rocket have electric? Never mind that. Don't worry about that. Alright, that was the end of part 3 of Genesis. Alright. I do like that at the credits it doesn't say the Doctor, it says Doctor Who. Because back in the day, like, the name of the character was always the Doctor, but everyone referred to him as Doctor Who, not the Doctor. They launched it. Did they launch it?
It's working. The Carnet Dome is breaking up. Start the countdown for the rocket launch.
Alright, there goes the nuke. Well, fuck it, we need to counterattack. We need to get revenge, everybody. First ever victim.
Did you have friends in the Carlet City?
Yes. 2 people very dear to me. I sent them into that Holocaust.
There is a point where you need to be like, you know what? Fuck this guy. There is a point where you need to like listen to what Davros says and go, you know what? Fuck this guy. Bam! Someone should have done that at some point. Well then. Don't kill this girl. She's cool. We had like one minute scene with her. Daleks. This is what I warned you about. The blindest creatures in the whole wide universe. I guess what we have with this girl here is that they're trying to set up like an ex-companion. Because they are trying to like let you like imply to you that Sarah and Harry are dead. But I know they are not. At least Sarah isn't. But I guess that's the reason why this girl is here. Because they're trying to set up like an ex-companion. Or like they're trying to make you think that that's what they are doing, right? There they are. That's Harry. That's the other Mutos.
Spread the word. Convince those who waver how vital it is that the whole Dalek project.
Of course you're gonna get hurt here. Come on, guys. You're literally working in enemy territory. Someone is gonna hear you. He literally just walked in. Like, wouldn't you be able to tell that he heard you? Exactly, he's realizing it. But, like, here's the thing. It says the entire thing about this episode is, like, we need to stop the Daleks, but we know we can. Like, every single thing this show has ever taught me is the fact that you can't change these things. And I feel like Doctor is gonna come to that realization at some point here.
Of course not.
But it's taken him a long time. Fucking dumbass.
That information will prove most helpful. Welcome back.
Well,
You have seen my Daleks in battle?
Many times. I've fought against them.
And do they win? Do they always win?
Not always. They have been defeated, but never utterly defeated. The Dalek menace always remains.
If, as you say, they become the supreme creatures of war, how can they lose? How can they fail?
Misfortune, lack of information, sometimes overwhelming opposition.
does the resistance reform? Yeah.
If you lie, your friends will suffer. I can create in their bodies all the torments and agonies ever known. With that knowledge, there will be no defeats.
But the defeat always comes from the fact that they are soulless machines,
If I
basically.
tell you what you want to know, I betray millions of people in the future. I can't do that.
But you can. You will tell me. You will tell me.
Yeah, there it is. Boom, 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 boom. Like, you can tell whenever the ending is coming, the dun, 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 you can always tell. I have to say, I really love how they show the face of the Doctor in the intros. They've been doing that in Classic, like pretty much every Doctor in Classic. I'm not sure about the first one, but from the second onwards, Doctor's face is always in the intro. But then they stopped doing that for Echo, Sun, and Tennant. And they started doing that with the final intro for Smith, doing Series 7. And then now they're doing it with Capaldi. And I don't think they're doing it with Whittaker in Season 11, which fucks me up. Like, I wish they did it for all of them.
All right. Just leave them alone. The Dalek invasion of the Earth in the year 2000 was foiled because of an attempt by the Daleks to mine the core of the planet. The magnetic properties of the Earth were too high. The Daleks were defeated by a virus that attacked the insulation on the cables in their electrical systems.
We need to destroy those
We'll
records.
continue later, and I must thank you, Doctor. What you have told me will be invaluable.
Yeah, this whole thing of like, we need to go to the past so we can stop this threat in the future, ends up resulting in we are causing the future by trying to avoid it. Every time, this is what happens.
They are conditioned simply to survive. They can survive only by becoming the dominant species. When all other life forms are suppressed, when the Daleks are the supreme rulers of the universe, then you will have peace.
Davros, if you had created a virus in your laboratory, something contagious and infectious that killed on contact, a virus that would destroy all other forms of life, would you allow its use?
It is an interesting conjecture.
Would you do it?
The only living thing, a microscopic organism, reigning supreme. A fascinating idea.
But would you do it?
Yes. Yes. To hold in my hand a capsule that contains such power. To know that life and death on such a scale was my choice. To know that the tiny pressure on my thumb, enough to break the glass, would end everything. Yes. I would do it. That power would set me up above the gods.
Megalomaniac.
Daleks, I shall have that power.
Megalomaniac. They used the right word earlier. Megalomaniac. We see it clearly right here.
Don't touch that switch.
Fucking beat the shit out of this old man. What is he gonna do? Fuck him up! Fuck! Fuck that guy. I hate that guy more than I hate Davros, really. We were this close. We were this fucking close. Just random guy number 2 walk into the scene, gets immediately murdered by Daleks. Just to set up the mood.
Yes.
Okay.
Explosives and detonators.
So
Seems almost providential.
we're gonna blow up the entire thing. Shoot on sight!
I accept your ultimatum.
I don't believe you.
Doctor, are you all right?
Like, it doesn't even look like an alien. It just looks like a piece of meat that he's holding, and we just have to take a word for it. Like a piece of chicken meat or something like that.
Just touch these two strands together, and the Daleks are finished. Have I that right?
To destroy the Daleks, you can't doubt it.
But I do. You see, some things could be better with the Daleks. Many future worlds will become allies just because of their fear of the Daleks.
It isn't like that.
But the final responsibility is mine. Mine alone. If someone who knew the future pointed out a child to you and told you that that child would grow up totally evil, to be a ruthless dictator who would destroy millions of lives, could you then kill that child?
We're talking about the Daleks, the most evil creatures ever invented. You must destroy them. You must complete your mission for the Time Lords.
Do I have the right? Simply touch one wire against the other, and it's it. The Daleks cease to exist. Hundreds of millions of people, thousands of generations can live without fear, in peace, and never even know the word Dalek.
Then why wait? If it was a disease or some sort of bacteria you were destroying, you wouldn't hesitate.
But if I kill, wipe out a whole intelligent life form, then I become like them. I'd be no better than the Daleks.
Think of all the suffering there'll be if you don't do it.
Doctor! Doctor, I've been looking everywhere for you. Davros has agreed to our terms.
He submitted?
He did, but he asked only one thing, that he might be allowed to address a meeting of all the elite, scientific and military.
He's going to put a case.
Yes, but a vote will be taken. It's a foregone conclusion. It'll be a complete landslide against any further development of the Daleks. We won.
I'm grateful to you, Garmin. More grateful than I can tell you.
Press it, and you will destroy this bunker and everything in it.
You can tell that it's a destruct button because it says total destruct. You should have stripped Davros off of his fucking command chair or whatever. Just fucking sit him in a chair. Well, I guess he has a life support system, so he'll die, but like, you need to make sure that he doesn't actually like do anything with his buttons. Like, come on, man.
Only Davros knows the combination.
You have a sonic screwdriver.
Perhaps he's telling the truth.
Oh, no. On the contrary.
Davros cannot reach there.
Davros can't rise from his chair, correct? Well, and he has the use of only
So
one hand.
fucking smart. You must help him go to the bathroom too. He has a disabled man fetish. That's what this guy is.
Thank you. Now let's destroy it.
What did you expect? What were you expecting? What were you expecting would happen? Like, he's always had hacks next to the Daleks, like... Well then. This is like the shittiest coup d'etat I've ever seen in my entire life. I think Davros is gonna get it, like, immediately. Just do it! Just... Is it that hard? Oh, he's gonna move it himself. The Dalek himself did it. You don't really get to see it, but the implication is there.
I gave no such order. Who did? I gave the You will perform no function unless ordered by me.
There we go. There we go. And there it is. It's not how it works, bud. And there it is. They would have shot by now. Now! Now! Is everything gonna blow up except what's like immediately behind that door? It's that specific? Well, you can see the smoke coming off the door. I saw it. Okay, I'll believe it.
Our programming does not permit us to acknowledge that any creature is superior to the Daleks. You cannot exist without me. You cannot progress. We are programmed to survive.
Incubator room. Were you able to do anything?
Yes, with a little help from a Dalek.
Yeah, it wasn't
But I'm
him.
afraid I've only delayed them for a short time. Perhaps 1,000 years.
Huh?
The total time scale, no more than that.
Those men are scientists. They can help you. Let them live. Have pity. Pity. I have no understanding of the word. It is not registered in my vocabulary bank. Exterminate. We are the superior beings.
I feel like if you have told...
We will emerge and take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye. Thank you.
I feel like if you have told Davros they're gonna overtake you,
You don't seem too disappointed. We failed. Haven't we?
well, we can't really change the future, don't we?
Not really. You see, I know that although the Daleks will create havoc and destruction for millions of years, I know also that out of their evil
That's true.
must come something good.
Right, that's an ending. Wow. Wow. Okay, I was expecting like an extra scene at the very end. But that's it for Genesis. Alright, sure. So yeah, this was roughly like 2.5 hours. Yeah, my recording has been going for exactly 2.5 hours. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this video. I'm not sure if it's gonna be edited or if I'm just gonna upload the whole raw, full-length reaction thing. But fuck it, that was it. That was Genesis of the Daleks. This was an episode, or a series of episodes of Serial, that everyone has said that is like one of the best ones. And you need to watch it at some point. And I had fun. I had fun watching it. I definitely did. So this is a weird one, because usually I'm like, okay, I need to talk about what I watch. But in this case, it's a classic Doctor Who episode. So it's different because it's a one-off, but at the same time, not really. It's part of a series, but I just went back and watched it as a one-off. So the entire thing, the entire time while I'm watching it, I'm thinking, you can't really change the future, you know? Like, it's gonna happen anyway. And usually when the plot is like, well, you need to go back in time to the beginning to stop it, that usually ends up causing it, right? That's usually what happens. I was waiting for the Doctor to like cause the Daleks to begin with, but I guess that didn't happen. But I guess that did happen because of Magicians of Brandes. So yeah, I was thinking that Genesis was gonna go that route, but the route it went was definitely like different, because it was like, okay, we went to the beginning, we're gonna try to stop it, and the entire time the Doctor is definitely trying to stop the Daleks from existing. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, time doesn't work that way. Like, we're gone over this many times. That's not how time works, right? You can't just change something like that. It has to happen. Even for all the shit that I give the show for like only going by the rules whenever it suits it, and then sometimes breaking them, and something that just doesn't make sense. Like fuck it just needs to be fun. I was expecting this episode to like actually tell me, no, you can't really do that. Like maybe not at the beginning, but at the end, the Doctor will realize we can't do it, right? But it was more going through the route of like the Doctor is just like when he's about to like make the whole thing blow up, he's like, what gives me the right to blow them up? Like what difference that makes me from them if I blow them up, if I kill them all before they even begin? Like this is kind of power I don't want it. Like I don't want to be the man making this choice. And ultimately he doesn't. He is completely indecisive about whether or not he does it or not. And then he gets interrupted by like this soldier guy being like, oh, Davros surrender, and he's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to do it. But then turns out that Davros was just playing everyone, because of course he was. Like the entire thing about this episode, and I guess classic TV in general, is like you see it and it's like, okay, come on. Like I know where this is going. Like I know what we're gonna do. We don't need to do this song and dance for like half an hour because I know where we're going. Which is, it's funny because the episode that aired today was the Christmas episode, and I felt the same way with that, but like to a minor degree. In this serial was like way crazier, but like I understand the format, I understand the age, so I understand this whole thing. I'm just gonna take off my headset. I have no reason to have it on anymore. Hell, let's go back to the hat. Why not? Let's go back to the hat. Hey everybody. This is a shitty hat, by the way. It's not great. But anyway, if I had a scarf, I would wear it. So, the entire thing about the Doctor is him, the entire thing is that he is gonna destroy the Daleks. He's gonna stop them from happening. But then when he has the chance to do it, he doesn't want to do it. And the reason why is because he realizes that he shouldn't have the power to commit genocide like that, Like, he shouldn't be the one to do it. Nobody should be the one to do it. Nobody should have the right to commit genocide for whatever reason. Which is why he compares himself to the Daleks. And he's like, no, what is the difference if I do this, That's the route this episode goes, which wasn't the route that I thought it was going to go. But it's fine. Like, it's a good route to go to. And I remember back in Journey's End with the 10th Doctor and the Meta-Crisis Doctor. The Meta-Crisis Doctor actually did pull the trigger. He was like, fuck this Daleks, they're gonna fucking fuck up the entire universe. I'm just gonna kill them all. And he did, and then the regular 10th Doctor, like, he looked at the Meta-Crisis Doctor and he's like, what the fuck did you do? And then the Meta-Crisis Doctor went with Rose, and the reasoning the 10th Doctor gave was, well, he was born in battle with, like, rage and all that stuff. And he's like, does he remind you of someone? And he was like, that was me when we first met, which was Ecclestone's Doctor, which was, like, right after the Time War, right? And so, like, Ecclestone was like the PTSD Doctor. And so, like it's crazy because, like, I know this character, but this character goes through so much, and there are so many faces and personalities and so much story, and like the Doctor changes over time so many times, right? It really does. Like, we do see the Meta-Crisis Doctor doing what the 4th Doctor couldn't do. And then at the end of the episode, he actually went back and he was like, no, I have to do it. Like, everything's going to shit. I need to blow them up. And then when it came down to it, like, again, he, like, couldn't. But, like, I don't know if he couldn't because he didn't want to, or because of the Daleks just got in the way and he just couldn't do it in time. Then it fell. And then the Dalek himself was the one that caused his destruction by literally just, like, moving the wires and touching them together accidentally because he didn't realize what he was doing. And then the Daleks blew up. But, like, no, like, not every Dalek blew up. It was like the laboratory or whatever thing, the incubation room where like the evolved versions of like, I don't remember the name of the species. It was an acronym for Dalek. Caleb? I don't know. I don't know what it was, but yeah. That room full with the like squid alien stuff that we've seen before, they blew up. And so the Doctor is like, well, Daleks are still gonna exist. Because like there are still like, I don't know, like 10 Daleks that are there. And so it's like, well, Daleks are gonna come back. They're gonna figure out a way to just rebuild what a Dalek is, even if they kill Davros. So the Doctor is like, well, I'm literally just delayed them for like 1,000 years, but they're still gonna come. So it's like, well, what are you gonna do? And at the end, it was like, Sarah is like, we lost today, and the Doctor is like, well, like it seems like we lost, but maybe we won something. I don't exactly remember what he said. I'm gonna actually check the wiki for a second because I do want to read on this episode. Okay, so the Doctor acknowledges that even with the incubator room gone, he has only managed to hold back the Dalek's progress by 1,000 years or so. As the Toll Resistant exits the bunker, the travelers say their goodbyes to Vedden, Severin, and the others, and prepare to use the time ring. Sarah asks the Doctor why he does not seem disappointed that he failed. As they are whisked away through time and space, the Doctor tells Sarah that although the Daleks will create havoc and destruction for millions of years, he knows that out of their evil must come something good. And here's where it gets crazy, because evil and good are links in this wiki, and they're actually articles. Evil was the concept of force perceived of being the opposite of what was good, both of them being part of moral duality. Good was the concept of force perceived as being the opposite of what was evil, both of them being part of moral duality. It's like, why do we have articles about good and evil in the Doctor Who wiki? Like, why do we have that? But yes, the Doctor says that, well, we fucked up. Like, we didn't get them. We didn't stop the Daleks. But something good must come of that evil. And I do guess it's like a fourth wall kind of, I do feel like it's a fourth wall kind of line or implication, right? My assumption would be fourth wall, because I can't possibly fathom, like, I cannot possibly believe that you would be like, well, Daleks are still gonna just slaughter millions of people, billions, but it's like, well, I don't know, something good must have come out of that. And like the Fourth Doctor is like smiling, he's like, yeah, well, fine, we're good. So I do feel like it was some sort of fourth wall line, because it's like, out of the evil that the Daleks create, something good must come out of it, right? And like the implication is like, well, the show come out of that, because like I remember seeing in Adventure in Space and Time, and it's like the Daleks become such a staple for this franchise, for Doctor Who in general. So I keep thinking that like that line is supposed to be like, we didn't stop the Daleks, but it's fine, because that means the show will continue to go on, and we'll continue to see Daleks, because the Daleks, like, yes, they kill everything in their universe, in the Doctor Who canon, but for us, they are really fun aliens to watch. Like, they're really fun creatures that we continue to see consistently. Like, again, Daleks come back every like 2 seasons or so, even less than that. So it's like, yeah, it's good that they like survived in a way, because we will continue to see them, right? I guess that is the implication of that line. We had this entire like war go on between these two factions. I don't remember the names, but between these two factions, and like their entire world has like regressed like massively in technology, which is like, I like that at the beginning of the first part of Genesis has a lot of like similarities with the beginning of Magician's Apprentice. Like it's so similar that it's almost like a callback. It's almost a reference. It's almost like something that if you watch Genesis and then you watch Magician Apprentice, you're like, yeah. You know, like you're supposed to understand and be happy and have a dumb fucking smile looking at it. Which makes me sad because like I wish I had watched this before watching Magician's Apprentice. But I guess I'll settle for second best and watch Magician's Apprentice and then this, which is what I did. So I guess it's fine. So I'm still trying to think about things to talk about here that are like interesting. Because like the thing about this classic episodes is that they're good. They are good like what am I trying to say? Like they are good like trash TV content. And I'm not saying they're bad. That's not what I mean by trash. What I mean by trash is like they are meant to be like you like randomly find Doctor Who on your TV and you're already like sitting on your couch and you're like, fine, I guess I'll watch this. And then you just sit there and like suck this 25 minutes of like 20 minutes of nothing. Like a lot of the things that happen in classic Doctor Who in general is that they are like you can totally sum them up in like half the time that it takes for stuff to happen. So like this is 6 parts. I feel like you could have told this story in like an hour. So like 2.5 parts or like 3 parts stops. Like you could totally like be able to make this work in a much more shorter version, which is like it's a good watch because it's like a chill watch, right? You're watching them and you're like, oh man, I'm watching. I'm just sitting here and experiencing 2.5 hours of Doctor Who, and it's fine. You know, it's fun, it's chill. That's what it feels like to me, right? I'm not sitting here analyzing everything that happens in every shot. I'm just kind of looking at things, and things are happening, but there's nothing, like, there's no hidden meaning to much of it. It's just, I'm just looking at it, and the story's moving forward, and it's like, well, all right, let's see where we go. And that's the end of that. There's not much to it. And it was really fun to go back and watch what I believe is Tom Baker's, like, best episode, or, like, generally considered to be his best, like, serial, I guess. And I'm glad that I watched it, and I did enjoy Tom Baker's performance a lot. Like, even though Tom Baker is like the most known Doctor, I guess, like the Doctor that for how many years did it go on? For like 8 years, something like that, 7. So yeah, like Tom Baker is known for being the Doctor with the longest running episode count, I guess. The longest running runtime. And he's great and all, but I don't think I watch as much of him as I did for other Doctors. Like, even though he's the most well known, I only seen like 2 full serials with him or something like that. I do remember watching the first one with Leah, was her name, the companion that was like from a tribal planet. It was the first episode like that, and I do remember that moment when the Doctor is like, I think that, and I actually did watch like it wasn't a podcast, it was an interview, it was a panel. It was a panel with old Tom Baker. Like, it was recent. Well, like 5 years ago recent. Like, I think it was done for like the 50-year anniversary. And they talk about a bunch of classic shit with the classic actors. And Tom Baker was there. And I do remember that he mentioned that the writers came up with a moment where he like points a gun at someone and he's like threatening them to death, and he's like, take me to your leader, or something like that. And then Tom Baker read that and he was like, no, like, fuck this shit. Like, the Doctor wouldn't say this. The Doctor wouldn't do this. He doesn't feel like it was right. And so Tom Baker like improvised this like moment when he takes a jelly baby out of his pocket and he's like, take me to the leader, or I'll poison you with this deadly jelly baby, or something like that. And it was really silly and really stupid. And everybody was like, what the fuck, Tom? Like, that's dumb. But they did it. And then next week, the episode came out. And then everyone went to Tom Baker and they were like, good shit, Tom. Because, like, everybody loved that bit with the Jello Baby. Everybody loved it. And I loved it. I still remember it. So I'm thinking, like, Tom Baker, like, really was a really cool Doctor. He clearly was. Like, everybody loves him. and I'm happy to see more of him, and I'm happy to see what is considered to be his best episode. Maybe I think there's another one that is also like really well known, really viewed. I remember checking like the numbers of people that have watched them, so I don't remember the name of it, but people will tell me. Like, the thing about classic Doctor Who is that I do want people to let me know which ones are like the best episodes that I feel like I should absolutely watch. Because I am planning of maybe doing more of this one-offs of classic Doctor Who. Because I really do like Doctor Who a lot. And I do want to watch classic. Like, I'm not shying away from it. The thing about classic is that it's 26 years of content. Is it 26 years? It's 26 seasons at the very least. It's a lot of content to go through. And I don't think I'll be able to do that. Like, going through the whole thing. That will take, like, I don't know, 15 years for me to just do that. At the pace I'm going. And it'd also be, like, super time consuming. But what I could do is watch the episodes that people feel are the best ones, right? So I do want people to tell me, hey, this serial you need to watch, and I'll be like, got it. I'm gonna write it down. I'm just gonna write all the serials that people tell me that I should watch down, and then I'm just gonna get through them at some point, just like randomly. So if you feel like there's something specific that I need to watch, then I'll let me know. I read the comments. I'll know. Okay. There are some that I already watched, like Remembrance. I feel like Remembrance is one of the really good ones, and I already watched it, so I'm sorry. But like a lot of the really good ones, like a lot of them I actually didn't watch. Like Genesis, I only watch episodes randomly, so I don't really know. Like I haven't really watched the best ones. I only watch random ones. So you can let me know, and then I'll just, if I already seen it, then I won't write it down. I'll remember. But yeah, something else. Oh, and the movie. I'm definitely watching the movie at some point. I am definitely watching the like 96 TV movie with the 8th Doctor. I was born in 96. Like it's weird to go back and watch all of this old shit because I feel like it wasn't made for me, but I can enjoy it. Like fuck it, I can enjoy it. So that's good. I'm not sure what. I'm trying to catch a mosquito. Never mind that. Never mind the mosquito. I don't know what else to talk about here. I guess we can go over to Davros. So this is the first time we ever see Davros. That we are supposed to see Davros. I've already seen him, right? But like, this is the first time that even the Doctor knows about Davros, and he has like moments where he legitimately just talks to Davros. Like that scene after they interrogate him, where they talk to each other about like what they believe and stuff like that, and it's like Davros. He was like one of the soldier dudes said that he was a megalomaniac, and then we see him actually acting as one, and I'm like, that was a perfect description. That was fucking dead on. He's a megalomaniac. Like you can like for a second I thought like I did think that Davros was like he had a belief that he was following, like his belief of like the pure race or whatever, because like Daleks aren't they supposed to be like not one-to-one comparisons, but they're supposed to be like heavily like Nazis, which sucks. Like there is a moment where somebody says something about the pure race, and I'm just sitting here like, oh no, we're not doing this. But I thought that Davros was following like a code that he believed in. But then when the Doctor was like, if you created a virus in a lab, and that virus would literally just destroy every life form, and like the only life form left would be the virus, would you do it? Would you create it? And Davros was like, I would have that power in my hand. Like with my thumb, I would just be able to exterminate all life ever. With that power, I would do it. Fuck it, I would do it. I have that power. I'll do it. And it's because he has that power, right? And that's the moment that I realized, and I guess the Doctor also realized that Davros is not after like an idea that he's following. He's just after the power, right? And that's the moment that Davros became like, okay, this is the character. This is the character that we have. This is what he's doing. Alright, you know, like, this is what we're doing, fuck it. This episode makes it so much weird, because it's like, Davros immediately gets fucked. Davros immediately gets fucked, and he realizes, oh, I fucked up. I fucked up with this Daleks. So then in the future, I'm just sitting here thinking, why do you continue? Why do you keep going? You know that you fucked up. Like, the moment that you made them, the moment that you create them, you realize that you fucked up. Like, they immediately turn on you. Why do you keep going? Why do you keep going? And like, again, I guess Davros is just a piece of shit, huh? I guess that's just the answer. Davros is a piece of shit. And there we go. That's the end of that. I think that's it we can talk about. Like, maybe I'm forgetting something important, but I feel like all the things, because like, here's the thing, is that I am watching this show like, I don't know how many years in the future. There's a lot of things that I'm sure you can talk about if you were watching this show as it was coming out, right? But me knowing the future of the show, there's a lot of things that I can just skip, and I can just do comparisons to it. Right? I can do comparisons, and I can think about it in a sense of like, this was the first time that they met, you know? Even though it wasn't. Magician's Apprentice kind of changed that a little bit. I'm excited to continue the storyline of Series 9 now. Like, I'm very excited to do that. I was excited to do it before, but now I'm just sitting here like, god damn, like, Doctor Who is awesome. It's awesome, and I'm glad I'm watching the show. And I'm glad I watched Genesis. Like, I'm glad I watched this classic. And I'm gonna do more of this in the future. But for now, I think we can continue with Series 9. Though not right now, because I don't have enough battery in my camera. I don't have enough time. It's like 1 p.m. almost, which is my deadline. Yeah, I guess I'm done. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching this classic Doctor Who reaction. You can subscribe, like, or comment. You know the drill. I love reading comments, and you can let me know anything that maybe I missed or maybe I should know. You can also check out my gaming channel, Twitch, Twitter. You know, all that stuff is either on screen or in the description. It's all good. But most importantly, thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Take care.